The big change I've seen in real estate has been that buyers have changed, and obviously the biggest reason for that is access to information via the internet. So when I started real estate in '97, we only had Homes Pictorial, and you had a shop window. So the strategy was advertising Homes Pictorial and put an office next to a Chinese restaurant, because when people were waiting for their takeaway, they'd go and look in the window. You know, that was your strategy back then. So now the internet's made information more readily available. But while that's happened, it's also caused modern living, I suppose, has caused families to have less time to go look at homes. So what I'm seeing, a big trend that I see right now, is that people aren't going and looking at 7 or 8 homes on a Saturday, because they've got too much stuff going on in their family life on Saturdays and Sundays. So they go and they get on the internet and they just pick 3 that are in their price bracket, and then they just go look at those 3. Because after that, they've got to go to soccer, or they've got to go to netball, or they've got to take, you know, the husband might be working till 12 o'clock, and then he can only look from 12 till 4, and then, you know, so there's so many pressures now on the modern family that getting in a car and going and looking at 7 open homes on a Saturday is almost unheard of. I know there's still some people that do it, but it's not, for me, I don't see it regularly. I only see people at 1 or 2 or 3 open homes, and that's it, that's their max for the weekend. So that then has changed now the way the conversations I have to have with vendors about the pricing of a home. Adam, you've just told me it's worth $650, or it's going to sell around $650. Let's put it on for $700 and see, because we can always come down. That's what they always say. But the thing is, when you're on the internet looking at properties and you know you've got $650 to spend, you don't want to go and spend, if you've only got time to look at 3 homes on a Saturday, you don't have time to look at something at $700, which they may not come down to $650. As a vendor, you really have to look at pricing a home correctly so that you get the fish to take the bait. This lady had the property on for $679, and I said, look, it's probably, we're not getting the buyers through the open home. I've called some buyers and who only had $650 or something to spend. She said, I'll look at an offer around the $650. I said, well, we need to bring the price down to closer to the $650 to get that to happen. And she said, oh no, people make offers. I had a buyer that had the $650 to spend. I said, come and have a look at this home. The owner's happy to look at offers. And they said, no, because it's too far above our budget. So I couldn't get them together. Anyway, I then went and finally got a price reduction to $659,950, and the buyers ended up buying it for $660 because someone else came in. Once they saw it drop to $659, I ended up having 2 buyers on the property. You know, so and that was a big wake up call for me. That was like wow, this is what's happening now in the marketplace. Is people aren't going and offering $30,000-$40,000 under the asking price, because they don't have, but they're worried about their time more than they are worried about the price. So they're going, I'm not going to go look at that $700,000 home because I've only got $650 to spend, and they're not going to take $50,000 off. And so they'll go to look at a $700,000 home and offer $690. Whereas, you know, and so when you're a vendor, you start to think, oh no, someone will make me an offer if they really want it. Yeah, they will, but it's not going to be 50 under, it's going to be 10 under or 15 under, you know? And that's a big change in the way that buyers view property now. And I think also one of the enablers for that is that there's companies like Digital One and Digital Central. They take such good photos, there's such good floor plans, there's so much information available on that website, that whatever particular platform you use, that the buyers can see everything about the house. They'll do a drive-by if they just want to see the suburb, and then they just come in, and if they don't turn up at the open home after that, they generally think it's too dear. So if you get, so for you to get a successful sale now, you really need to be getting people through the door at the open home, and to do that, no matter what market we're in, you've got to be able to price the property correctly, and that's what we're doing.